Magnifica Evo versus Rivelia. Two DeLonghi machines, but the decision really comes down to one thing: how much control you actually want over your morning. The Evo keeps it simple: press, drink, done. The Rivelia goes further with dual bean hoppers, profiles, and a bigger drink library, which sounds great until you ask yourself if you'll actually use it. If you drink the same coffee every day and want zero fuss, one of these fits. If your household juggles regular and decaf, different roasts, or wants tailored recipes, the other earns its premium. Both linked below. Let's start with what actually matters. How does the coffee taste? The Magnifica Evo pulls a solid shot for a super automatic, but here's the real trade-off. It doses on the lighter side. So if you like your espresso punching back, you'll want to crank the strength to max, grind a touch finer, and stick to medium or dark roasts. Do that, and the crema is rich, the body is there, and most people coming from pods will think it tastes like a real coffee shop. Push it with light roasts or oily beans, and it starts to feel thin. The Rivelia goes further with dose, up to around 15 grams, which on paper means stronger shots. And it does, with the right beans. But there's an honest catch worth knowing. A chunk of reviewers find it runs hot and leans bitter, even on the low temperature setting. One detailed review I came across compared it side by side with a basic Magnifica and kept getting longer, more bitter shots out of the Rivelia no matter how they dialed it in. It's not a defect, it's a tuning choice. With bold Italian-style beans, it sinks. With delicate single origins, less so. On consistency, both deliver cup after cup. On raw flavor sealing, the Rivelia has more headroom if you put the work into bean selection. The Evo is more forgiving, with whatever's in your pantry. Cleaning. This is where people stop loving their machine after 6 months, so pay attention. Both run an auto rinse on startup and shutdown, both have a one-touch milk system flush, and both have removable infusers you can pull out and rinse under the tap. That's the baseline, and they both nail it. The Evo's drip tray is on the smaller side, and the grounds bin fills faster than you'd expect, so you're emptying more often than the Rivelia. Not a deal breaker, just a babysitting tax. A stray review mentions leaks under the Evo, but it doesn't look like a pattern across owners. The Rivelia's milk carafe is genuinely well thought out. Parts come apart cleanly and go in the dishwasher, and the screen literally walks you through descaling. If you hate cleaning your machine every week, the Rivelia makes it easier. Daily use is where the gap shows. The Evo runs on icon buttons and dials. Press latte macchiato, walk away, done. 45 seconds from cold to cup. No menu diving, anyone in the house can use it without a tutorial. That simplicity is the whole pitch, and it works. The Rivelia hands you a 3.5-inch color touchscreen, guided setup for each bean type, and 4 user profiles. The first week, you're poking around, figuring out where everything lives. After that, it's smooth, and frankly, more powerful. But if your morning is 6 minutes between alarm and door, the Evo is faster to live with. Customization is where the Rivelia actually earns its premium. 2 removable bean hoppers swap in seconds, dark roast in the morning and decaf in the afternoon without dumping anything out. 18 preset recipes, 4 profiles, granular control over strength, volume, temperature, and milk ratio per drink per user. For households where one person wants flat whites with oat milk and the other wants strong black coffee, this is the feature that changes your routine. The Evo has 7 recipes and a single My Latte save slot. It's enough if you drink the same thing every day. If your household juggles preferences, it'll feel cramped fast. On milk, both froth well for cappuccino and latte with dairy. The Rivelia's dial lets you pick hot milk, soft foam, or dense foam, which is a nice touch. Neither does true barista microfoam, and both struggle a bit with plant milks, unless you use barista-grade oat. The Rivelia does not do cold foam unless you buy the separate cold carafe, which catches people off guard. Footprint. Both are compact for what they do. The Rivelia is slightly slimmer and fits under most cabinets. Price and long-term value. These are in different ranges, with the Rivelia carrying a clear premium. The Evo gets discounted more aggressively on big sale events. The Rivelia holds its price steadier. What you're paying extra for on the Rivelia is the dual hopper system, the touchscreen, the profiles, and the larger recipe library. What you're not paying extra for is dramatically better espresso, because that depends more on beans and dialing in than on the machine. Both carry DeLonghi standard warranty, and support is what it is. Helpful when it works, frustrating when it doesn't. Here's the call. There's no single winner, and I won't fake it. These two solve different problems, and your household decides. If you drink the same coffee every day and want zero menu diving, the Magnifica Evo. Press, walk away, done. And it's more forgiving with whatever beans you've got. If your house juggles regular and decaf, different roasts, or 2 people with very different tastes, the Rivelia earns its premium with the dual hoppers and profiles. no fluff. Don't pay up for the Rivelia if only one person uses it the same way every morning. The Evo gets discounted harder on big sale events, so worth the wait. And you, which one would you pick? Let me know in the comments, both linked below.